How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. Today I am once again joined by Hermione.
Hey!
And today we are reacting to the Beatles, A Day in the Life. I know nothing about this song, but if what I saw is right, this is on Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club album. I don't know. I've never listened to an entire Beatles album all the way through, which is a darn shame, but it's like that for a lot of bands, which is another reason for these reactions. I'm learning about all sorts of music, and I'm catching up on stuff that I did not check out growing up. So better late than never, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's another reason why I bring in all the streamers that I have so far, like Hermione. You know, we get to experience something that we may not know before.
Yeah. And music I love.
Yeah, I mean, music is a big part of my life, even though I have apparently experienced very little of it. Not me going back to Linkin Park every 5 minutes, but
Oh.
but yeah. So, do you know anything about the Beatles?
Well, I definitely know they were big and obviously from England, part of the British invasion. Their hair was like super wild at the time because we're like, their hair is so long. But it was thing, and it was also British. We're like, yo, they're British. What are they doing here? And it's like, the fandoms that started, even though it wasn't called that back then, it was had ladies like, like passing out and all that. So like, yeah.
Swooning, I believe, is what it was called.
Swoon.
Yeah, they had the bowl cuts at first, and then they went with the more 60s and 70s hairstyles later on during their stint in the Beatles before they split up. I think that about sums it up. They played for, what, 10 years, I believe they were together, and they dropped like 20-something albums, which is unreal in that amount of time if you think about it. But yeah, I know nothing about this song. I am interested in checking it out and seeing how it goes.
Let's do it.
Cool. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. Tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. You can go over there and say hello to Hermione on her Twitch channel. She'd love to hear from you. Love to see you. All my socials are also in there. You can go over there and say hi and check those out. Hello. If you're interested in doing priority requests, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link. The link to the video we're reacting to is also in there. And without further ado, the Beatles, A Day in the Life. Here we go.
About a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. Didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure if he was from the House of Lords. I saw a film today, oh boy. The English army just won the war. A crowd of people turned away, but I just had to look, having read the book. I'd love to turn you.
It got a little chaotic there for a little bit. I think the chaos has ended. I think.
Oh my goodness. You couldn't see my face, but I was terrified just now.
There there's a lot happening in this. Like there's a lot of like jump cuts like in between. It's hard to figure out what's exactly happening in this. I think it's just a lot of used footage just kind of put together, I
It
think.
was like that the nose growing, and it reminded me of like on
Pinocchio?
yes, but no.
Okay.
In Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, there was that the when he did the trolley thing, and there were those wooden little puppets, and there's one that had a really big nose. Anyways, that's
I
what it reminded
have
me of. And I was like, it was on several real people, and I was just like, what is happening? This is a horror movie now.
I
Um,
yeah, a
yeah.
little bit. When Paul McCartney started singing, I instantly remembered that I had heard this song before. I just didn't know the title. So I have heard this. It's been a very long time since I've listened to it. So it's kind of like listening to it for the first time since it's been so long. I think that was Mick Jagger in the video from the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening in the video. I think it's just a bunch of things put together. So there's a lot of things happening, but it looks like they ran into each other on the street. I don't know how well the Rolling Stones and the Beatles got along. I don't know if they clashed because they were both part of the British invasion, and they were both making it big.
It felt like there was somebody was tripping on some kind of drug or something, because it just like and then the noses kept. I was like, I don't know what's happening. My heart rate went up. I was like, something's about to jump scare me, because this is already freaky.
Funny you mentioned drug usage, because they did use the drugs back then. I don't know if this is during that period or if this was before. It could represent a bit of a drug trip. Just hallucinating things with the noses and the
Yeah.
chaos and the noise.
Mhm.
It could be symbolic of that. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. I remember this song vaguely, and I'm ready for the rest of it if you are.
Play on.
All right, here we go.
Woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head. Found my way downstairs and drank a cup. And looking up, I noticed I was late. Found my coat and grabbed my hat. Made the bus in seconds flat. Found my way upstairs and had a smoke. And somebody spoke and I went into a dream. I read the news today, oh boy. 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. And though the holes were rather small, they had to count them all. Now they know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall. I'd love to tell
There's some really bizarre imagery in this.
I couldn't. I really couldn't. I couldn't keep. I had to look away. It was too much, and also freaky. Very scared. Definitely drug tripping. Oh my goodness, and blurry and like shaking, and it was like, are we here? Are we not here? Where are we? Oh, there's a face. Oh, it's in your face. No, there's just lines and colors, and oh my gosh.
So, if I understand right, Paul McCartney and John Lennon were the two that wrote the Beatles songs primarily, and Paul McCartney did more of the happy-go-lucky songs, and John Lennon did more of the somber songs. So, at least that's how it was described to me.
Uh-huh.
So, if I had to guess, this is like for the most part, the song is pretty happy-go-lucky. So, I want to say that Paul McCartney wrote this one. There is a lot of chaos, and I gotta say it's an odd choice going from verse, chorus, and then chaos, and then it's like a transition to the next part of the song, which when we unpaused it, it reminded me of Mr. Blue Sky because it was so upbeat and it had kind of the same tempo and everything. At least that's kind of how I interpreted it. That's kind of what resonated with me. But I feel like the chaos, I feel like it kind of detracts from the song a bit, and that's just me personally. I think it's like cutting the chaos. I think the music itself and the words, I think very great song, but the chaos, like notes with the orchestra and stuff, I think it's a little much.
Even with the lyrics, he said, "I woke up." And then he something and fell into another dream. So it is definitely saying like he's in a high or whatever it is.
But yes, that was the Beatles. If y'all have any other requests, don't forget to drop them in the comments below. I'd love to check those out. I gotta scoot over a little bit because I'm over to the side. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. It tells me I'm going in the right direction. All those good things. Don't forget to check the description of the video. There's a lot of cool things in there. You can go over there and say hi to Hermione through her Twitch channel. That link is in there.
Hey.
My socials are also in there. You can go over there and say hi as well. Hello. The release schedule always drop a couple of days early. If you're interested in seeing what's coming out the following week, that's the best way to do that. If you're interested in doing priority requests, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link. The link to the video we reacted to is also in there. And I think that is it for this reaction. Check out the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.